Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome to the Smackdown Live Post Show. I'm your host, Conman167, and man, oh man, tonight, Smackdown Live, everybody, it was, not great. Not great. I have a lot of issues with the show tonight. We're going to obviously break it all down here, and then we're going to get into your live calls. But yeah, overall, guys, tonight, that ending of the show just rubbed me big time the wrong way. Just a double header. A double header of bad moments. You know, I may have said that the show sucked, and I don't think that the show sucked. You know, I've had some time to kind of reconsider what went on with the show, and there was definitely some good moments. There was definitely some great moments, and another standout match between Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan, especially the win going to Buddy Murphy. But the thing is that tonight, guys, that really rubbed me the wrong way was the fact that it felt like we were getting booking from the past year. It didn't feel like we were getting anything new. It didn't feel like we were getting anything innovative. It literally felt like the life was being sucked out of us, especially in the final half hour. But everybody, guys, I just want to let you guys know, my name is Conman167. We're going to be reviewing the entire show of Smackdown Live here today. If you guys enjoy what I do here, make sure you leave a like on this video and make sure you are subscribed. But let's just jump right into this thing, man, because the show started out okay, and then it just slowly went downhill over time. And the result at the end of the look-alike being revealed was just really just an annoying thing. So yeah, let's talk about this thing, everybody. Let's break down the entire show. But before we get into that, it is time for the Conman Certified Roll Call. So who do we got in here today? Oh, excuse me. Roll call. Who do we got in here today? Sadverk, we got Vamel, we got Kai Connington, we got Drew Dennis, we got Convict Peyton Cash, we got Lou Dog, we got Steve Taylor, we got, let me try that name again, we got Steve Taylor, we got Austin Olsen up in here, we got Lil Willie, how you doing? We got Jay Ditz, how you doing, my friend? Aled Thomas, nice to see you, great to see you up in here. Christian Vega, we got Aaron Rodgers, or Aaron, how you doing, Aaron? And Matthew S. and Bobby Late Night is up in here. Dudes, we're almost at 100 viewers already for this Smackdown Live post-row. My mouth isn't working. Let's try that again. This post-show here today. So let's just do this right now, everybody. And let's go on down and review this show. So we started out the show by Randy Orton walking on down to the ring, and this is where we got all the recap that happened on Monday Night Raw the night before. If you guys missed it, what happened, Randy Orton hit some RKOs on Kofi Kingston and then essentially made Kofi Kingston watch as the Revival shattered the knee of Xavier Woods, just essentially just destroyed his knee. We don't know if Xavier is okay. We don't know what he's dealing with. We have no medical update on Xavier Woods. But Randy Orton was so proud of that work right there. This promo also focused on the fact that Randy Orton still thinks Kofi Kingston is stupid. Going back to all the way in the past, you know, everything that they had been through. That one RKO where Randy Orton said stupid right after it. That was the reference right there. So anyways, after that promo kind of happened, he just recapped the entire thing that happened on Monday Night Raw. And then this is where the New Day's music hit as Kofi Kingston was expected to come on down to the ring. It felt like it was very much something out of a mid-match run-in in WWE 2K19 where the music hits, the guy looks down the ramp, nobody's coming on down with the music, and the guy just continues to stare down the ramp, just waiting for somebody to walk out. Nobody walks out, and Kofi Kingston ends up behind Randy Orton, trouble in paradise, as he lays down the RKO. So yeah, that was pretty cool, but he was not done there yet. The fans began chanting Kofi as he started trash-talking Randy Orton. Kofi then went outside of the ring to grab that steel chair, and he goes to put it around the ankle of Randy Orton, trying to injure the man, showing that Kofi Kingston has somewhat embraced this dark side that is slowly creeping up with him. First at SummerSlam, now seeing it here tonight. However, it wasn't long before the Revival came down to make the save. However, they probably should have stayed in the back because Kofi Kingston beat them up with a steel chair and essentially took out the Revival, injuring their ribs, which would play a factor later on in the night. That was how we started out the show, and I thought that show was hot. It was a hot way to start the show. It was a great way to start off the feud, and to keep it going, I should say. But man, it just was a little difficult. A little difficult to truly embrace Kofi in this role where he is fighting like this, because this is not the Kofi Kingston that we're used to seeing. This is a guy who has gone to a dark place, and I don't mind WWE trying to tempt Kofi Kingston with this dark stuff, with the fact that he is a good guy using weapons, but you gotta remember, Kofi Kingston is one of the most over baby faces the company has right now. He is through and through a good guy, and now what you have done is at SummerSlam you had him beat up Randy Orton after the match with a bunch of weapons, and then you had Kofi Kingston get some revenge here tonight on Randy Orton by using weapons again. Got to be very careful how much you are relying on your babyface to use weapons, because eventually fans don't want to root for that. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to root for the guy who is literally hitting people with illegal weapons. If you did that in real life, it would be considered assault and you would be locked up for good. If you went down a street just hitting people across the back with a steel chair, you would get arrested. That's not a good thing to do. So Kofi Kingston, you got to be very careful right now, WWE, how you're booking Kofi, because he is verging very close to being just like everybody else. His thing that separates him is the power of positivity. His thing that separates him is how he's always on the good side of things and how he's always fighting for the right reasons. Don't ruin that babyface character just to get a cheap pop. You gotta be careful about that. So that is the one thing I'm going to say about that one. But let's go here, and we got Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens with their backstage vignette. And this is the story throughout the night is that Kevin Owens wanted that $100,000 fine removed because, of course, he does. It's his son's future. It's his kid's future. It's putting food on the table. It's everything that the working man strives for, and $100,000 is a lot of money to Kevin Owens. So he really is trying to apologize. He is trying to get this reconsidered. Kevin Owens showing a bit of character development here. He's not being stupid, which is what I like to see. I like that they are giving Kevin Owens brains. He's smart enough to realize that $100,000 is a lot of money, and he can't act the way that he did. Otherwise, he's going to lose his job, which at the end of the day is the last thing Kevin Owens wants. So he asked Shane McMahon to reconsider it, and Shane said that he would reconsider it. All right, interesting development right there. We then got our first King of the Ring match of the night. It was Andrade with Zelina Vega versus Apollo Cruz, and this went exactly as expected. Andrade picks up the win over a game Apollo Cruz, who got a few good licks in before Zelina Vega cost him the match. That was booked 100% perfectly. You could not book that match better. Andrade got put over, Apollo got a bit of offense in, and Zelina Vega kept the heat on Andrade and herself. Good stuff right there. Enjoyed that match for what it was. There was really not too much to the match, but like I said, finishing it with a hammerlock DDT was probably the best way to go about it after Zelina Vega caused a bit of a distraction. Cool. Daniel Bryan and Rowan are backstage as they have someone who is wearing all black over their head. Well, we now see who the man is. If you guys want to look at that photo right there, it's literally like they held a mirror up in front of Rowan, but this person who was covered with the towel, we were wondering all night who it was going to be. People were suggesting, is it Luke Harper? Is it going to be Lars Sullivan? Is it going to be anybody? And, you know, we could kind of tell that it was an older gentleman from just the way that his hands looked on the thing. But yeah, it was a weird anticlimactic point to the night. They told him to sit down and don't move. Well, he still had the towel over his head, but I mean, that really just rubbed me the wrong way here tonight. We also saw Elias walking backstage playing his guitar, and we learned that Shane McMahon has suspended the 24/7 championship rules for the night, putting some more heel heat on Elias and essentially guaranteeing the fact that Elias was going to lose later on in the night, because why would the 24/7 championship rules be suspended unless they planned on Elias losing? That's at least what I thought. I was wrong. However, We then got the little segment between him and Drake Maverick. They read out the letter saying that the 24/7 championship rules are suspended for the night, thanks to Shane McMahon. No exceptions whatsoever, as Elias throws Maverick back in the box, closes the lid, and then he says, Maverick, as he pops back up, says that he just wants to consummate his marriage. That's where we're at with this right now. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the show, make sure you leave a like on this video. If you enjoyed Smackdown Live, let me know what you think in the chat right now. And make sure you are subscribed as we continue on this Smackdown Live review. We'll get to your live calls. We'll probably take 3 or 4 live calls after I'm done the review here today as well. Then we got the Moment of Bliss. And this Moment of Bliss segment, I think it hit the nail on the head. I think it delivered everything that it needed to do. I think it presented Charlotte Flair as that arrogant, cocky heel, and it kind of presented Bayley as this feisty babyface. Now, again, the one thing that we really got to be careful here with the way that we're booking our baby faces is that they're taking cheap shots on the heels. You know what I mean? They're taking extremely big cheap shots when they're supposed to be good people. Baby faces don't get over by taking cheap shots. Baby faces don't get over by scurrying around the rules. Only certain superstars can. And tonight, Bayley slowly crossed over into a heelish type of character. That cheap shot on Charlotte was so unnecessary. It really was. Yeah, sure, Charlotte, she may have had some tough words for Bayley, but at the end of the day, Bayley, you're the champ. What you said to Charlotte is 100% true. You are better than her. So act like it. Act like you're better than the challengers. Don't be taking cheap shots at them if you're the babyface. No, they're good people. Charlotte's the one who should be taking cheap shots at Bayley because Charlotte is a heel. And that puts heel heat onto it. That makes more heat for Charlotte. And then Bayley's got something to fight against. That was the thing that lacked in the Ember Moon feud. There was nothing for her to fight against. There was nothing for the babyfaces to overcome. That's why the match fell short. Put some emphasis on the fact that Charlotte Flair's the heel and Bayley is trying to retain her championship and trying to prove to the world that she can beat Charlotte Flair. That should be the story, not that Bayley shoved Charlotte over for no reason. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? There's just the difference between booking a babyface and just booking a feud. You gotta book a babyface to be a babyface, and you can't truly cross over too many times, otherwise fan support will start to go out the window. We got ourselves a $2 dono right in here from Bradley Robinette. He says, it is such crap KO loss. Screw you, Shane. Get off TV. Yeah, it sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. That should not have happened, in my opinion. I do think that Kevin Owens should have at least advanced to the finals. If they want to screw over Kevin Owens in the finals, I understand it there. But what you just did is you just took one of your hottest acts and took him out of the hottest tournament your company has to offer right now for no reason other than to get a quick count on him. You know what I mean? It was not the right choice here. Not in the first round. No. It was definitely not. All right. So then we got Daniel Bryan with Rowan versus Buddy Murphy, and this was the match of the night. Not even close. But before we get into that, we got another $2 dono from Little Fettuccini. How you doing, man? 69. Says, favorite Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie? Scorpion King. No, I haven't actually seen that. What would be my favorite Rock movie? I loved Fast 5. He was in that, right? Was he in that? I believe he was in that. I might be wrong, though. Maybe he was in Fast 6. Fast 5 was really good. If he wasn't in that, then maybe I'm misremembering it. What other Dwayne the Jock? Dwayne the Jock. Yeah, Dwayne the Jock Ronson. What other Rock movies do I really like? Tooth Fairy was hilarious growing up. I remember that one. I don't know. I don't have too many that jump out at me. I didn't see Jumanji. I didn't see Skyscraper. What was the one where like they had to boat? Oh, what was that one? Actually, I might have it. The one where they're like in the boat and all the city is falling down and it's like this huge cataclysmic thing that's going on and like cities are falling apart. He's having to boat through water through the city. Like, I forget whatever movie that is, but that was a pretty good one. Yeah, that was a really good one actually, now that I think about that. I enjoyed that one, but I cannot remember. San Andreas? Was that it? I think that's it, Crossbow. I think that's the name. Yeah, San Andreas. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. I really enjoyed that one. Cool. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the match of the night. Daniel Bryan versus Buddy Murphy. This was incredible. If there is one thing that I'm going to probably go back and rewatch from SmackDown Live this week, it is this match. Daniel Bryan puts over Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, within 2 weeks, has become a star. What they did is they took a guy that fans wanted to see. They were clamoring to see him, and then they finally gave him the opportunity to speak at the town hall meeting with Shane McMahon. After that, it was Buddy Murphy's turn to get some opportunities in the WWE. They put him up against Roman Reigns, and he has a show stealer of a match where he confirms to everybody backstage that he is as good as he says he is, and that he is truly the best kept secret. He takes Roman Reigns right to his limit before Roman Reigns beats him. That was the right call. This week, however, we thought it was probably going to go along the same lines of Buddy Murphy taking Daniel Bryan right to his limit before Daniel Bryan would end up picking up the win. That is not the case. Daniel Bryan loses clean to Buddy Murphy after a roll-up. After the Murphy's Law, his finishing move, and then he goes into the cover, 1, 2, 3. I was thinking of a different match later on in the night. That was incredible. The way that all worked, Rowan's interference, everything like that. But what I also loved, immediately after the commercial break, we see Buddy Murphy about to get an interview, and Rowan and Bryan attack him. It was great. It put the heat right back on Bryan. It gave him a reason to lose, and it gave Buddy Murphy some more babyface momentum. Perfectly booked segment from start to finish. Bryan and Murphy, match of the night, and it might even be match of the week. It was that damn good. Buddy Murphy, like I said, picks up the win off of Murphy's Law. And then we got the Revival versus Heavy Machinery. This match was okay. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. Not much else to say other than the fact that these two tag teams, though, if they were to be put in an actual feud against each other and given good storylines and giving some good narrative, I think these two could have a phenomenal match. Tucker Knight and Otis Dojovic got some offense in before Tucker Knight fell victim to a roll-up, and the Revival picks up the win. So that's what it was. We then got a Chad Gable promo backstage, which was interesting to say the least. He was asked about being an underdog in the King of the Ring tournament. He says that he agrees, but fortunately for him, he's been like that his entire life. We got ourselves a $2 dono from Usama Nain as well. Usama, thank you so much, my friend, for your $2 dono. Welcome to the show. It's great to see you. And remember, if you guys would like to drop a dono, any little bit is appreciated. You can get your message read out loud here by the lovely Barbara if you have anything you would like to say on the show tonight. Once again, though, thank you very much, dude, for your $2 donation. But yeah, so after Chad Gable was doing this promo, you saw Shelton Benjamin, his former tag team partner, stick his head out from behind the door, hangs a sign up there that says you must be this tall to compete in the King of the Ring tournament, making fun at his size. And I think the underdog story is about to begin with Gable, 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 a Gable, 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 a Gable, Gable, Gable. So yeah, that's kind of what it was. It was kind of a funny little segment that hypes up the match between Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin the following week. That works. We then got one of probably the best segments of the night in terms of intrigue. All right, maybe not in terms of eventfulness or massive moments, but definitely one of the most intriguing partnerships to come out of this show today. Sami Zayn was on Miz TV, and it didn't take long before Sami Zayn introduced Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, hell yeah. The two guys who have been linked since back in NXT, since NXT TakeOver Dallas, where Sami Zayn put over Nakamura on his first night inside of the WWE, to the point that they've been linked since then. Sami Zayn and Nakamura is a natural pairing. I also love the way that they decided to partner Sami Zayn with Nakamura without pulling really any, weird strings. There wasn't any weird reason for why they were partnering. There wasn't any weird reason why Shinsuke Nakamura needed a manager. They went with the most simple, straightforward booking that they possibly could. Nakamura speaks Japanese, and how do you expect for him to reply when he doesn't speak really the English language? That is the most sincere, honest, great way to partner somebody with someone. This person doesn't speak the language very well. What do you expect? They are phenomenal in the ring. He's an artist. He is Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm just going to be his voice piece. They're like, what? How simple was that? That is straightforward, simple-ass booking, and I love it. It goes to show not always do you have to create the most intriguing, crazy storylines to get people talking. Sometimes all you need is a natural partnership where it just makes sense. And again, if you just make things make sense in the WWE, there's going to be more things like this where it just makes sense. You know, Sami Zayn's doing nothing. He's losing a lot. He wants a partner. The Intercontinental Champion, he is linked all the way back down into NXT with, and they just work. I don't know. I think this is a great partnership. I'm so intrigued to see where it comes from because not only do you offer the potential for Sami Zayn versus Nakamura down the line, you offer the potential for Sami Zayn to turn heel on Nakamura, which would essentially turn Nakamura face, or you have the opportunity for Nakamura to turn on Sami Zayn, which would return Sami Zayn back to being a face. I might have just said the same thing over and over again, but you know what I mean. One or the other is going to turn face, one or the other is going to turn heel by the end of this partnership, and it's going to be really entertaining for the time being. I like the fact that all the words have to come through Sami Zayn now, so that means we're going to see Nakamura and Zayn very often together. Honestly, just a great little partnership that I loved every moment of it. They proceeded to attack The Miz, obviously, because you got to attack The Miz if you're on Miz TV. And yeah, that's what it was. Nakamura hits the Kinshasa, and that was over. We then got to see Daniel Bryan and Rowan still sitting backstage with the captured person saying that Roman Reigns is coming to see him. And then Shane McMahon was talking to Kevin Owens. And this is where one of the moments of the night happened, where Kevin Owens found out that if he ever attacks another referee, Shane McMahon will be forced to fire him on the spot. Kevin Owens agrees. He obliges as he leaves the room and gets ready for his King of the Ring match versus Elias. And now, Elias versus Owens. Guess what? Elias has new theme music. It sucks. It's not good. It's not great. Actually, you know what? It's not bad, but let's face it. His original theme music was so much better. Yeah. Just much better than his current state of music. So yeah, unfortunately there, Elias loses his great theme music. However, he is coming out to Who Wants to Walk with Elias, maybe moving on from the fact that he is going to do those live musical performances, saying that he was done on Monday Night Raw. Maybe he is truly done. Maybe this is a new character for Elias. Gets the win here tonight as well after Shane McMahon costs Kevin Owens. He literally screwed him. Shane screwed Owens. And no, I cannot agree with anybody in this chat that is saying that this is the right call, because it's not. It's not the right call. On so many levels, this is the wrong call, because what you had the opportunity to do is you had the opportunity to make this match mean something. You had the opportunity to make the King of the Ring tournament mean something. You had the opportunity to build up a fiery, over baby face with Kevin Owens, and instead what did you do? You took the sails out of the wind. You put them down, you folded them up, and gave the win to Elias. So that Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens can do what? Have another match? Shane's not going to beat Owens, right? Like that's not going to happen. They're not going to let that part happen. So what was the point of this? What was the point of Kevin Owens losing to Elias via a quick count? Get some heat on Shane? Hell, he's already hated like hell, so why do you need more heat on him? You could have built up Owens. You could have taken this opportunity to push one of the superstars who is naturally over, and people want to cheer for, and people want to see win. You took that opportunity, and you took it away. For what? To get Elias a little further in the tournament? Okay, all right, you could have done that. But here's the thing. I understand you guys are saying to further Shane versus Kevin Owens. But the fact is, guys, that match already happened, and Kevin Owens beat Shane very, very cleanly. He already put his job on the line. What else is left there? Hell in a Cell match? Sure, okay, cool. Between Kevin Owens and Shane? Okay, cool. That does nothing. does nothing for the long-term story. Where does it get Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens? Nowhere. It absolutely gets them nowhere. It gets them nowhere further down the line. It does not get Kevin Owens closer to being a WWE champion, let me tell you that much. You know what would have got Kevin Owens closer to being a WWE champion? How about winning King of the Ring, or at least going to the finals? Here's the thing. I'm upset right now, not because of the booking. Okay, I'm upset because you took probably your biggest babyface that you have had in a while. People are giving Kevin Owens the reaction that Becky Lynch was getting when she was the man. Really the man, not this watered down version of the man. The man. Kevin Owens is getting those reactions right now. He is getting Kofi Kingston type of reactions. You push those people that get those natural overreactions, and you don't bury them for the sake of a possible feud against a 50-year-old. When you've already had that match. It's simple booking. You take your biggest baby faces and you put them against your biggest heels in a final of a tournament so people can root for people. Who is going to come out of this tournament now? Andrade on the right side? Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, Andrade versus Ricochet, Andrade versus McIntyre. Like, you start taking away your stars who should be in the finals of this tournament. And not only that, if you want to really get into it, Ricochet versus McIntyre should not be a first-round matchup. That should be the finalists from Raw. I gotta take a breather, but it is very backwards booking to take a superstar who is getting over and then to clip the wings when it could be a monumental push. Anybody who wins this King of the Ring tournament is going to be pushed. There's no doubt about that. They will get an opportunity at something in the future. Absolutely. That will happen. But Kevin Owens right now, where does he go? Tell me, guys, where does he go? And if you say Hell in a Cell against Shane McMahon, I'm literally going to whip your ass. No, I'm not. I can't because I'm online. But if that's where it's going, who freaking cares? Literally, just see this right here in the chat. Who wants to see that? Nobody. Where does it take us? It takes us a SummerSlam match that was hyped up to be the finish of this feud. To go to where? To take Kevin Owens out of one of the most prestigious tournaments that has ever been in the WWE? Look, yes, it gives somebody the opportunity to further in the tournament. Yes, it takes away the odds-on favorite to win the tournament. But for what? That's all I'm asking. Is Kevin Owens better off for losing? I'm not talking about a storyline. I'm not talking about just booking. Did Kevin Owens get any better by losing this match? The answer is no. He did not. Did Kevin Owens' position in the company further at all? The question is that. And the answer is no, he did not. He is not any better off from this loss, and that is why this stings so much as just a wrestling fan. That is why this is the wrong booking decision here. And the way that he went about it, losing like that, it just feels so cheap, and it takes the prestige away of the King of the Ring. It was BS. Plain and simple. You guys you can choose to like it if you want. Obviously, wrestling is all opinionated, and in my honest opinion, that sucked balls. That was a terrible, terrible ending to what should be a great tournament filled with promise of the best competing for it. I'm not being a dick, but just because you don't like it doesn't mean we can't, and doesn't mean it's wrong. Didn't say that, not for 1 second. I said in my opinion, and in my opinion, it sucked shit. It was bad. And also, here's the thing, to follow up the bad, we then got the look-alike Eric Rowan's dad over there, apparently. Weeks of building up. And I'm not here to try to shit on this show, because honestly, the first half of the show wasn't bad, and Buddy Murphy versus Daniel Bryan was excellent. But these two last segments, the two things that are kept in your mind is your biggest babyface getting screwed over by the boss, and a guy who we've never seen apparently is the attacker. It was probably still going to be Rowan, and this is probably just Bryan and Rowan trying to cause a bit of a distraction from who is the attacker. But man, man, it just sucked. I don't know. Those final two segments sucked for me. And I don't think there's any other way that I can put it. It was a very deflating end to SmackDown Live, and it does not obviously mitigate the stuff that had happened earlier in the night. The stuff that had happened earlier in the night was actually fairly solid. But overall, guys, I could not digest the ending to SmackDown Live. Could not do it. Not at all. But now I want to hear from every single one of you. We have times for about 2 to 3 or 4 callers, something like that. Depends on how long the calls go for. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts, especially on the final 2 segments of the show. So whoever is going to be calling, get ready, as I'm going to be talking mostly about that, because that is the big takeaway point here today. So if you guys would like to call in live to the show, all you got to do is join our Discord server, which is down in the description below. We have 2 links that you can click on. If the first link doesn't work, click on the second one. But let's do this, everybody. It is time for live calls, and I really want to hear from Thomas Noble, okay? Because I bet you Thomas Noble has a rant ready. So, Thomas, you are first up, and please just let us have it, all right? Because I don't know if I can rant anymore on Shane McMahon. You hate him. So here we go. Thomas Noble, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, Con.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm pissed.
Oh, there we go. That's what I want to hear. The floor is yours, please, because I'm pissed too. Let's hear it.
Fuck you, Shane McMahon! You just screwed Kevin Owens out of the King of the Ring tournament, which might be the prestigious tournament in the WWE! What is that for? Like, what gives you that? Gives you a push? You're a fucking senior citizen! Like, god damn it! And you have to give Elias to get the push? God damn it! You stupid mother trucker! And also, what and who the hell is that Mr. Attacker? It is more like an Eric Rowan lookalike! That oh my god! I just want to choke you so hard, Daniel Bryan. I want to choke you so hard and make you tell the truth. But the most thing I'm really angry about is Shane McFarty Pants screwing Kevin Owens. It makes me pissed. Fuck you!
Oh man, dude, I'm pissed too. But oh my god, you're just on another level, buddy. Oh my god, I don't know what else to say to that. You said it perfectly. Screw you, Shane McFarty Pants. Thomas, thanks,
yes.
buddy. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna leave your call there. That was amazing.
No, wait.
Oh, you got more?
Wait.
You got more? Okay, all right. Can we actually have a conversation, you think?
Yes.
All right.
That will be perfect.
All right, man. So, we heard your thoughts on the bat of the show, on the end there. What did you like from tonight? Because there's got to be some stuff that you liked, right?
Yeah, there's a like.
All right.
I like on the show so far for me. It is the partnership for Shinsuke and Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm. How great is that, man?
I mean, you said they never met since NXT, I think.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they've fought since then, so don't quote me on that, but they definitely are connected all the way back to NXT TakeOver Dallas, because Nakamura debuted there, and that was against Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I would like that. Okay, one more thing before I will let you go for the night.
Sounds good.
To the next caller. So, let me see the SmackDown side of things. Shinsuke already had the Intercontinental title, and Sammy is the partner, but do you think, like several weeks, do you think Sammy could turn on Shinsuke and come after the Intercontinental title or something like that?
Definitely that's possible. I don't think it's going to happen over the coming weeks. I think this is going to be more of a dragged out partnership to see where it can truly develop into. And Sami Zayn is obviously partnering with Nakamura for a reason, right? Sami Zayn's not an idiot. He's not dumb. There's a reason he's doing this. And it's probably to try to go after the Intercontinental Championship at some point. It's probably going to turn Nakamura face because Zayn is killing it as a heel right now. But I bet you we're going to see at least a 2 to 3 month partnership from these guys before it actually advances into anything of a feud between the two of them.
Yeah, I agree with that. But about Sami Zayn, you're wrong about that.
Okay.
I mean, he is dumb. He has a brain size of a squirrel's nut.
Yo, sometimes squirrels have some giant nuts, man. Like, it could be a pretty big brain.
Or he does not have the balls to compete.
That's true. I'll give you that one. The garden gnome sometimes struggles to compete in the ring, eh?
Yes.
All right, buddy. Is there anything else that you would like to touch on here tonight from SmackDown Live before we get on to our next live caller?
One more thing, yes. It's on the King of the Ring, and it's Andrade's push.
Okay.
Well, Zelina Vega's been involved in this, but do you think WWE could push Andrade to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament?
Yes, now that Kevin Owens is out, that finals could be literally made for him. They might push Ricochet versus Andrade for the finals, like, because one's got to be a babyface, one's got to be a heel, right?
Yes.
So if you end up having, say, Andrade advance from the SmackDown side, you need somebody from the Raw side who can be the natural babyface to fight Andrade. And I don't think there is a better babyface available than Ricochet. The only problem is that he has to face McIntyre in the first round.
Yeah. McIntyre could be a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear rumors McIntyre might be a favorite to win the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I would say he's officially the favorite now that Kevin Owens has been eliminated. I think everybody, for the most part, was either between Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, and a lot of people picked for that to be the finals of the King of the Ring. So now that Owens is eliminated, I think a lot of people are going to say McIntyre's
Which
the favorite.
I hate that result.
Dude,
Fuck
it sucks.
You, Shane McMahon.
It just sucks. It just sucked. You know, there was no other way to put it. The ending felt so deflating, and it felt like we were watching an episode of SmackDown from 6 months ago when nothing could be worse in the WWE.
Yeah, I was screaming at the TV so bad, I yell, "Fuck you, Shane. Go to hell, and I wish you're fired."
I think you're not the only one, my friend. But thank you so much for calling, Thomas. It was great talking to you. We got to get to some more callers. So have yourself a wonderful night.
Thank you, Mr. Conman.
Good night, buddy.
Later.
Bye. All right, let's talk to the Conman167 super fan. Hey, Conman167 super fan, how you doing, my friend? Your microphone and headset are muted. If you'd like to unmute those, we can have a little conversation. Nope, he's gone out of there. All right, let's go with Bryan Odell. Bryan Odell, how you doing, my friend?
Good. How about you, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. What'd you think on SmackDown Live here tonight?
I had no idea, man. I think the last match was a little okay, but I think Andrade should move on to the next tournament.
Sorry, he should move on to the next round, you think? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably agree with you there. Andrade at this point should at least go to the finals from the SmackDown side. Not like the finals of the entire the King of the Ring tournament, but at least the finals of the SmackDown side, right? It feels like Andrade could be a potential King of the Ring winner now as well.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts, though, on the ending of the show with Bryan showing off this Eric Rowan lookalike?
I don't know, man. I think it's strange. To me, I don't know. I thought it was creepy because it would have been something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't figure it out.
No worries, man. Like it felt so weird, right? Seeing that guy who's not a wrestler look exactly like Rowan it just felt so weird. Why is this guy attacking Roman Reigns? Like, why? What type of beef does he have? He's not a wrestler. That's illegal what he's been doing to him. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes no sense.
And it does make no sense either to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, buddy. We're going to get on to our next live caller, though, so thank you so much, and have yourself a wonderful night.
You too, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, let's talk to Tice Gum. Tice Gum, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. Tice Gum, you there?
Oh, hi.
Hello, how's it going, my friend?
Good.
Good. So what do you think of Smackdown Live tonight? I know that you said you had some stuff you wanted me to talk to, or you wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
I think there's gonna be a feud with Roman and...
Can you say that again, my friend?
I think there's gonna be a feud.
All right, I'm so sorry, Tice Gum. I could not hear a word you were saying, so I had to hang up on you. I'm very sorry, buddy, but I couldn't hear you. Neither could the chat. Your microphone was so very, very quiet. Let's go on to Johnny Burns, all right? Johnny Burns. Johnny Burns, how you doing, my friend? Johnny Burns, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going, my friend?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. What'd you think of the show tonight?
Honestly, I liked it until the Kevin Owens versus Alliance.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, one sec. We just got a new member in here, which means that we can't hear a word that you're saying. Because the music's playing so loud. We'll get back to you in just a second here, buddy. Just let me skip this. Great time for a new member, whoever that is. Let's see it. All right. So the new member was somebody. All right. Take it away, Johnny. You're right back up.
Why in the world did Shane McMahon cost Kevin Owens the King of the Ring?
Seriously, right? What's up with that? Like, why? I just don't get it, man. Can you make any sense of it? Because I can't.
I can't either.
It just makes no sense to me as a guy who's been watching wrestling for a while, why you would take your biggest babyface that you have at your disposal out in the first round due to a quick count in one of the most prestigious tournaments that you have. It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either.
Mm-hmm. What else would you like to talk about from the show tonight? Is there something that you liked on the night?
The attacker that got revealed.
Oh, you like that? Okay, so this is interesting. Tell me why you like that.
Because it kind of looks like Rowan.
Yeah? So you like the look-alike part, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And is that because you think he is actually the attacker, or do you think they're going in a different direction where this is kind of like a doppelganger type of guy who they can blame as they're attacking Roman Reigns? What do you think?
I think it's the doppelganger.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely scenario, right?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Anything else you'd like to talk before we move on to the next caller?
Nope.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for calling and have yourself a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, and we got time for one more live caller, and let's talk to Christian Vega. Christian Vega, how you doing, my friend?
Hello?
Hello, how's it going, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing great.
So what'd you think of Smackdown Live tonight?
To be honest, I didn't enjoy it from start to finish.
So you enjoyed it, eh?
It was kind of a meh for me.
Okay, so you said you kind of enjoyed it. So tell me the stuff that you didn't like first, because that seems to be the common theme tonight.
All right, so what I didn't like was the Shane McMahon screwing Kevin Owens part. I didn't like that.
Yeah. Tell me your reason why you don't like it, if you don't mind.
Let's see, how do I explain this? I don't like how Shane is like, how do I say this? Like screwing people over, like Kevin Owens, for no reason.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. It is for no reason. It's like, I understand they're trying to make Shane McMahon into Vince McMahon 2.0, but they're failing at it. You know, it comes across as, in this modern day and age, it comes across as just like a waste of space on TV, a waste of a storyline, because it truly can't culminate in any decent match. You know, there's really no reason for it to happen in this current age, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't like that, but now tell me what you did like on the night.
What I did like?
Yeah, what you did like.
I liked the Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan match. That was enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Also, who was that? Who was that? Eric Rowan's dad or something like?
I have no idea. It's definitely a guy who looks like him. It might be his dad, but I don't think so. It looks like the age difference isn't large enough to actually be his dad. I don't know. It's probably just some random bum they found on the street.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Anything else you'd like to talk about before we end your call, as you're our last caller, so make it good if you have one last thing.
No, I guess that's it.
All right, ending it with a bang. Thanks for calling, man. And I love, by the way that your name works out in the roll call. Christian Vega
No
always
problem.
sounds so easy. All right, buddy. Have yourself a wonderful night and take care. But guys, that is going to bring us to the end of the show here today. Thank you guys so much for all your calls, and thank you so much for calling into the show and watching along and being a part of this and everything. I know people want me to get to more live calls, but the fact of the matter is that it's always late at night here when we do these things, and I don't always have time to do 1,000 live calls. But where I'll tell you that you can always call me, it is on Thursday's Hold the Rope. Now, this Thursday, everybody, we are live. The following Thursday, we are not, okay? So this Thursday, everybody come on into the stream, get your live calls in. We start at 3:30 p.m. and we go till about 4:30 p.m. After we talk about all the news and rumors going on in the world of wrestling, we get to your live calls and we'll answer any questions that you guys have over the week. All right, everybody, that's going to bring us to the end of the show, though. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you have not done so, leave a like on your way out. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Con, and that was Smackdown Live, August 20th, 2019.